Yo, yo, yo. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Cozmik Mind UV. The Nepal Protests, man. Oh, man. What's going on over there in Nepal, man? What's going on over there? What does it got to do with over here, man? What can we take from the things that's going on in Nepal? The uprising, This is what I'm telling y'all. The time and space is now, so you can level up the fuck or not, or you can take your time and the awakening. Look, your ass gonna be a fucking what you call it? Collateral damage. If your ass don't level up, give the right people intentionally, beings and etc. tribe, whatever. Man, your ass gonna be fucked off. Okay, here's a clear, up-to-date overview of Nepal's recent protests. See, this is what we need to be looking at and talking about. All this other silly ass shit we be talking about, people be talking about daily. Not me, not us, not us over here. But all them other dumbass platforms talking about the same goofy shit. But recent protests, particularly the intense unrest that has unfolded in early September 2025, man. Key flashpoints, the Gen Z. Salute to the Gen Zs, man. The Gen Zs over here need to do the same shit then, ain't it, man? The Gen Z social media protests. What sparked the protest on September 4th, 2025? The Nepalese government blocked around 26 major social media platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, because those companies failed to register and appoint local agents under a proposed new bill governing social media. All right, here we go. These actions triggered widespread outrage amongst Generation Z. And that's something. See, look at that. See, this shit backfired on their goofy ass. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, the new generation they not about to keep, they not going through that same shit the elders and all that other shit went through and all that shit. And then we sitting up here, we just romanticizing about, the great days and what the motherfuckers did and all of those stupid shit. They gonna do something about this shit now. Who saw the moves as state censorship and destructive of free expression, coupled with long-standing frustrations over corruption, nepotism. See, they was using this shit fucked up. Youth unemployment and lack of political and economic opportunity. This ignited a nationwide outcry. How did the protests unfold? We got a video for y'all too. Oh yeah. So melanin, black people, the original people, black men, all of that type of shit. What we doing over here? Gen Zs, the youth, the black women, the original. What we doing over here other than goddamn fussing with each other about the same obsolete ass topics? And romanticizing and euphoria and shit. How did the protests unfold? Mass demonstrations began with students and young people marching to whatever the Kathmandu and beyond. Many attempting to storm parliament and openly defy restrictions. Isn't that something? Security forces responded with tear gas, water cannons, rubber bullets, and in some cases live ammunition, which resulted in tragic losses of life and widespread injuries. Casualties. At least 19 protesters were killed and hundreds injured, with varying figures. Official sources mention 19 dead, 347 injured, while others note even higher unofficial counts. Government response and political fallout. In response to the pressure, the government lifted the social media ban. Ain't that some shit? They got the job done, didn't they? Restoring access to blocked platforms. Prime Minister KP Sharman Oli resigned. Isn't that something? Amid the unrest, becoming caretaker PM. The Home Minister also stepped down during the turmoil. Ain't that something? See, this is how you got to get these motherfuckers up out of there, man. This is how you got to get these motherfuckers up out of there, man. Not coming on these different platforms talking. We got to get to walking. PM PM Oil pledged to form a 15-day investigation panel, offer compensation to victims' families, provide free medical treatment, and push for accountability. Amid continuing protests, demonstrations, even stormed and occupied parts of the Parliament building. Isn't that something? They got into the Parliament building. Ain't that bullshit, man? With some engaging in arson and vandalism. President Ram Chandra uh, Powdell called for calm and dialogue. Them motherfuckers ain't talking no damn calm and dialogue with your ass, man. Them people sick of your shit, man. You been just like over here, motherfuckers been promising shit and selling a whole bunch of them their dreams and shit. And man, the Gen Z's not falling for that shit, man. Um, while the military warned it could intervene to restore stability, issues and broad context. Systemic discontent beyond the social media and protests reflect deeper disillusionment with a political system marked by deep-rooted corruption, nepotism, and entrenched elite and rising economic inequality. So basically, they about to end up like Venezuela out this whole youth leadership. The movement is driven by Gen Z, who have used social platforms like the talk and everything else to highlight political privilege. The Nepo kid, end quote, trend, calling out politicians' offspring and to organize resistance. Regional parallels. The analysts note similarities with youth-led mobilizations in South Asia, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, etc., targeting authoritarian impulses and demanding better governance. All right. Summary table, trigger, ban on social media platforms, etc., causes, free of speech concerns, elite protests led by Gen Z under urban, etc. There was some casualties, but that ain't shit compared to what you about to see in that video. Them little numbers, those little numbers ain't really. Let me see if my sound is working. Yeah. All right, let me see if this dumbass sound is working, because what they do is they keep trying to pause my sound and shit, and so these facts won't get out. The shit is out there. The shit is on the fucking news. It's on TikTok. It's in public. Now, of course, they want to keep you unknowing about shit. Gen Z's mobilization. Okay, let me see. Looking ahead, Nepal protests could have several important consequences for the country's political. Hold on, man. For the country's political and social future. Political transformation. With the prime minister resigning, Nepal has entered a period of political uncertainty. They don't want your shit no more. That's what they're not overstanding. If the youth-led movement sustains its momentum, it could pressure political elites to open the system to younger, less entrenched leaders. Okay. Alternatively, the old guard may try to reshuffle leadership without major reform, risking renewed unrest. Man, if they do that shit, fam, them whatever they didn't finish, they gonna finish that shit. So you better stop praying them people. You better stop praying the you face. Gen Z has shown it can mobilize nationally, shape the narrative, and force change, lifting the of the ban PM resignation, Prime Minister resignation. This success may embolden Nepalese youth to demand structural reforms, not just concessions, especially around corruption, jobs, and equal opportunity. It's pretty much the same shit, fam. It's over here. Yeah, man. It's the same shit. Political, but they just flipping that shit upside down, flipping the table on these motherfuckers. Political parties may have to court the youth, to court the youth vote more seriously in upcoming elections. Governance and ability. The promised 15-day investigation will be a test. If it's seen as genuine, it could begin restoring trust. If it's perceived as superficial or biased, it may fuel deeper disillusionment and more protests. Calls for greater transparency, anti-corruption measures, and accountability for security force violence will grow stronger. Social media and freedom expression. The ban and its reversal heightened how central digital platforms are to civic life. Moving forward, any attempt at internet censorship will likely meet strong immediate backlash. Nepal, however they pronounce it, may be pushed towards developing clearer rights respecting digital policies. Economic and social pressures, high youth unemployment, inequality, and lack of opportunity remain the deeper causes. Unless addressed, these economic frustrations could reignite unrest, regardless of who leads the government. International investors and partners may watch closely, influencing aid and trade relations depending on whether stability is restored. Risk of escalation or reform. Best case, this crisis becomes a turning point that leads to reforms, a new generation of leadership, and more inclusive governance. And you're not telling me these other countries not seeing Ibrahim Traore and the rest of them. But anyway, worst case, the elite reshuffles without change, protests continue, and military intervenes. And Nepal risks sliding into prolonged instability. In summary, Nepal is at a crossroads. The Gen Z movement has already forced unprecedented concessions. However, whether this leads to lasting reform depends on how the government and political class respond in the coming weeks. The protests are less about social media and more about generation demanding dignity, accountability, and opportunity. A demand that will likely shape Nepal's politics and for years to come. Inspiration Black people can take from this. Here's one of the ways to frame and globally can take from Nepal's Gen Z movement without trying to equate their struggles directly. However, by pulling out the transferable lessons, isn't that something? Okay, number one, lessons of catalyst for change. In Nepal, it was Gen Z students and young professionals who turned frustration into nationwide movement. See, it's too many of y'all want to be house niggas over here. See, so you got to be able to, you got to be actually able to stand for something outside of this motherfucking shit. For Black communities, this shows, or the original communities, Black communities, whatever, this shows the power of youth organizing, creativity, and refusal to all right, refusal to accept business as usual, end quote. Young voices can spark movements when older systems feel stagnant. Digital tools as weapons of resistance. Even after social media ban, Nepalese youth use TikTok trends, memes, and coded messaging to mobilize. For Black people in the US, it's a reminder that storytelling, online organizing, and digital solidarity can push local struggles into the global spotlight, making censorship harder and visibility stronger. Speaking truth to power, protesters didn't just oppose the social media ban, They named deeper problems: corrupt nepotism, and inequality. Likewise, black communities can be inspired to go beyond surface issues, and keep pointing at root causes like systemic racism, economic exclusion, and generational inequality, etc. Unity across differences. Nepal's protests drew in students, workers, and even some professionals, all joining against a common injustice. For black people, the lesson is in cross-generational and cross-class unity. Collective struggle gains strength when divisions are set aside. Divisions and all of the religions and bullshit is set aside uh, for a bigger purpose, making leaders accountable. The Nepalese prime minister and home minister resigned under pressure, proof that mass mobilization can shake even entrenched power. Ain't that something? The original black communities or whatever have you can that persistent organizing and visible resistance can force accountability, whether from local leaders, corporations, politics, turning pain into political power. Um, Tragic loss of life did silence Nepalese youth. It deepened their resolve. For black people, history shows that same resistance, each setback can become a rallying point that strengthens identity, solidarity, and drive for change. The deeper takeaway: Nepal's protest shows that when ordinary people, especially the youth, refuse to accept censorship, corruption, entrenched systems can be shaken. Isn't that something? Isn't that damn something, man? But you got to want to shake that shit the fuck up. For black people in the U.S., inspiration is this: change doesn't always start from the top. It starts with communities who refuse silence. Small sparks can become national fires. A single issue like gratitude. A single issue, a single issue like social ban, a media ban, injustice in the U.S. can awaken broader demands for dignity and justice. The power of collective action is universal, whether Kathmandu or Ferguson. Unity and persistence turn frustration into treason. Conclusion: we out of here. Nepal's protests remind people, especially the youth, can become extraordinary. They stand together against injustice. What began as anger over a social media ban quickly transformed into a powerful call for freedom, accountability, and dignity. Leaders to resign and the government to reverse course. Isn't that something, man? Isn't that something, man? For Nepal, this moment is a crossroads, open space for a new generation of leadership, or it could be wasted if the political elite tries to cover old wounds with temporary fixes. Either way, the voices of young people have already reshaped the nation's political landscape. So while we over here debating this stupid shit that y'all be talking about with these characters in this motherfucking office, these clones and shit, these people is moving on these motherfuckers out of there. And that's what's supposedly in y'all constitution. Get these motherfuckers up out of here. They've been for centuries, decades not running this shit properly. Get them the fuck up out of here from top to fucking bottom. You hear me? For black people in the United States, the inspiration lies in the transferable lessons: youth power, creativity, use of digital tools, unity across divides, and insistence on naming root causes rather than settling for surface reforms. The Nepalese struggle is proof that collective courage can force change even when systems seem immovable. Isn't that something? Ultimately, the deeper message is universal. When people unite, refuse silence, and demand justice, entrenched power have no choice, however, to respond. Whether uh, Kathmandu um, or the U.S., the path forward is built on resistance, solidarity, and the belief or knowing that communities can create their own transformation. Okay, let's see what we got. Mm, mm, mm. All right, y'all. Let's see. Let's see if we can get to the thing right quick. Gratitude, gratitude. You got the ginger? Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay. Yeah. So I hope y'all saw that shit, man. They burning that shit down, man. They said, oh, a lot of y'all niggas will say it can't happen overnight. Guess what? Guess over there what happened? That shit happened overnight. Y'all motherfuckers love saying that shit. Ain't nothing happened overnight. Yeah, that shit happened overnight, bitch. So now, Cosmic Mind has brought you more goddamn proof of all of the shit that y'all be saying that can't be done. And here's more proof of the shit being done in real time and space, nigga. So all this euphoria talking about what we did back in the days and black people did this, man, you got to do something the motherfuck now. All that talking about, all that romanticism and romanticizing and prophesizing, all that, but you got to do something the motherfuck now. Brown people, even a lot of y'all Europeans, you hear me? So, like I said, until we gon' flip this bullshit upside down, whether it's economically, whether it's whatever, it needs to be done the motherfuck now. Because again, a lot of these places are running the same fucking plays, the same fucking indoctrinations, the same ass shit. It's the same shit. It's in a different location. And it's just different names and labels and characters associated with the shit. But they doing the same shit to them until them Gen Z say, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, if it's not Venezuela, if it's not the Nepal, I'm telling you, over here, I mean, hey, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. It's inevitable. This government has been these motherfuckers, whatever you want to call them, have been fucking this shit over on purpose for centuries. This shit should have been revamped, overthrown, thrown away, eliminated, whatever the fuck you want to say it is. You hear me? So we should take examples from the goddamn Nepal youth, especially the youth over here talking about for the ones that get it. You know what I mean? And the ones that don't get it, fuck a gang. Fuck a the switches up. Nigga, learn about overtaking this goddamn shit that's going on over here politically. Alright, peace and abundance. This Cosmic Mind UV.